It was the vision that shocked Australia, the grandmother known as Ma brazenly selling drugs from her front door. Soon after our exclusive report, police pounced. Now there's been a development.
Hanging out washing in her backyard, Evelyn Mulliner looks like any 69-year-old granny. But Evelyn can't hide her dirty laundry. Caught on video selling drugs from her front door, Evelyn's customers call her Ma.
Seeing a person dressed in a chenille dressing gown and fluffy slippers selling drugs, it's quite brazen.
Criminal lawyer Bill Potts thought he'd seen it all when it came to drug dealers.
She may not be Miss Big, but she's certainly Miss Big enough.
Neighbours called us and we captured Ma on video doing her daily drug deals. This man arrives with a baby and lets Ma hold the baby while he pockets his purchase. This young mum asks Ma for a tissue for her toddler before collecting her bag. Lining up beside her, two more customers. This guy looks like he's swung by on the school run. We also caught Ma selling drugs to kids in school uniform.
Hey Ma, how you doing? Chris Allen from The Current Affair.
When we caught up with Ma, she didn't have much to say.
How can you as a grandmother justify selling drugs to children, Ma? It's a pretty terrible thing to do, isn't it?
That was 8 years ago, and it seems Ma hasn't learned her lesson. Ma's current home is this quiet suburban street in Logan, south of Brisbane. Last December, police executing a search warrant raided the property and charged Ma with 4 drug offences. On Facebook, there's no mention of her recent run-in with the police, which came to a head when she appeared in court yesterday. When Ma appeared in court here at Beenleigh, south of Brisbane, she was charged with possessing 200 grams of marijuana. She was also charged on 2 counts of supplying dangerous drugs. The court was told those 2 counts relate to 2 men who share Ma's house, who apparently had access to her communal stash of dope. Now, Ma was found guilty and sentenced to 12 months jail, but given immediate parole. So she walked from court and by afternoon was at home hanging out the washing. Under Queensland law, we can't approach Ma because she's on parole. But when we originally took our videos of Ma dealing drugs to police and she was charged, she had this to say.
Well, what Current Affair come and help the people which they don't, right?
Well, are you helping them by selling them drugs?
That's beyond the point.
Well, it's very much the point.
Back then, we spoke to former head of Queensland's drug squad, Steve Holohan.
She was supplying up to £5 of cannabis per week. Potentially there's $20,000 to $30,000 at least a week that she could have recouped from the distribution of that amount of cannabis. At
the time, Ma pleaded guilty. She was sentenced to 2 years jail, which was wholly suspended.
If she decides to continue this behaviour, she'll be before the court again, so it's a suspended sentence.
In 2014, she got 6 months jail for possessing dangerous drugs, and now a magistrate has let her walk on immediate parole for her latest offences. In court, Ma's lawyer said she used marijuana to help manage chronic pain she suffers as the result of a traffic accident in 1965. It was also revealed Ma was a volunteer at a local church group where she works hard for homeless people. We can only hope she's put her life of selling drugs behind her.